Big up all the people that's definitely watching that Dancehall archive. Enough respect. Subscribe to the channel. Leave comments on all of good joy. You see me, I say rest in peace to the one and only William Haggart. In this video, you might not hear some audio, but there's audio in the video due to some rights. Cannot hear some audio, but that's okay, people. Let's enjoy. You'll hear some audio in the video. Big up on yourself.
casket. Could you all minimize the crowd in front of the casket, please?
You that? Yeah. No man.
No man, what woman? Wicked Islam, be the man. Handle that, we say, yeah. Wicked Islam, come on, be the man, grab the DJ. I can't get down to that. Video man, shine the video light, sorry. Big up. Handle that, Wicked Islam, be the man. Let me dance, yeah. Big up Willie, I got top. Willie. What are we? Come, grab me.
Be the mama, Salad, Avenue Primary.
Every time. Calling husband be the one, see me.
Original.
Yes.
Dignitaries, Right Honorable Dr. MP Omar Davis, Minister of Finance, and Juanita Brown, Councillors. In other cases, councillors. We also welcome the Haggart football team, which are here today. We have many successes. We welcome them. And also Mr. Paulberg, Chairman of Region 3, who has been doing a tremendous job in assisting with the whole regions. Thank you. In honoring the family, which I'm trying very hard to find the correct words to describe how good the family has been to everybody within this region. Respects to Mrs. Moore, Willie Haggart's wife, who sits at the front row. And ladies and gentlemen, I need you to stand up and give her an applause. She needs your strength, she needs your comfort, and she needs your love. And I'm asking you kindly to reach out to her across the distance, wherever you're standing. He just wants to reach out to her and then ask God to bless her, ask God to comfort her. And I pray that you all will stand behind her until this is all over. You'll not be seated, please. And also remembering the family members, the sisters. There's so many people who have had. Beverly from out of London. All the other sisters and family members, our mother, his mother, all the members that are here. Welcome you all, and we share your sadness at this moment in time. First of all, I must apologize for myself. This job was actually tossed upon me. My name is Tommy Thompson. I'm Chief Executive Officer for Bright Light. I'm trying to wear many caps. I don't know if I can handle it, but I do appreciate if everybody tries to see with me. And I'll try to do my best. Thank you. We're about to get things on the way. First of all, we'll ask Mr. Paulberg, Chairman of Region 3, to come up and make a special tribute to Mr. Haggart.
Celebrate the relatively short but eventful life of Willie Haggart Moore. Because we knew what he meant to his family, to his friends, to the community of Arnett Gardens and South St. Andrew, to his comrades, and to the People's National Party. Some sections of the media have termed him a Don. I genuinely do not know if the term is good or bad, because I still do not know the definition of a Don in violence, not of his own making, and largely because he belonged to a community which strongly supported radical changes for social justice, equal opportunities, and socialist change. A community represented at that time by Tony Spaulding, Trenchtown Rock, which built decent houses and put in decent infrastructure where previously there had been shacks and slums. Willie would have grown up, seen his friends and peers defending their communities, which was a positive under those circumstances, but also seen many of them walking on the wrong side of the law, which was a negative. Many who grew up under the conditions and circumstances of Willie who have never had to duck a gunshot or get flat will be quick to judge. Willie, and I'm reminded by his lifelong friend, Mr. George Pang, as we discussed Willie's earlier life this morning, would have left Jamaica almost immediately after the killing of Anthony Tingle, better known as Starkey, and 6 others, including 2 14 and 15-year-old students, on June 1st, 1981, on Love Street in Jonestown. He would have been a target for those very same forces which had massacred 4 of the boys while they slept. This was yet another chapter of Willie's life in North America, which I'm not familiar with and really can't comment on. Another chapter was coming back to Jamaica in the 90s and settling down, getting married, raising his family. And this is a chapter I want to say something about, which is the final chapter in his life. Support to the party of his choice, the People's National Party. Seeing his corner, popularly called Black Roses, shut up more than once, but never encouraging war. Supporting the activities of his community actively, almost with his presence every time the Arnett Gardens football team in particular had a match, and a host of other community events. His obvious love for children, all children. His love, his loyalty, his support and commitment to the People's National Party at all times. His willingness to be involved in every campaign. Just starting to make it as a successful businessman, helping many, many people, friends and just people who knew him. That smile, that energy, that presence, that Willie had wherever he went. His love for music and entertainment, for the dance hall, was well known and documented on many dancehall videotapes. In the dance hall, Willie was destined to remain young all his life and never get old. His own fashions, which he said were extraordinary. His humbleness and verbal aggressiveness, at times, seemingly contradictions, but part of his personality, never afraid to express himself forcefully and honestly. That was the Willie Haggart we knew, respected, and loved. And while we feel our pain for the loss of Willie, we must remind ourselves, because sometimes it is only when it is someone close to us we care to remember, of the many others who have been brutally slain. 3-year-old son, spent on his father's entrance, not knowing the truth. We need to strongly condemn all murders, all brutality, not uncomrades. And we must learn lessons from Willie's death. We must remember that Willie defended the peace, despite of 3 dear family members due to political violence. Peace comes with a price, sometimes a very high and costly price, and Willie understood this. Willie understood that there can be no more political war. There is no victory for anyone in that war. Only the people for ourselves and our country. We have been there before, and those of us who are old enough to remember well, and those of us who are close to that senseless violence, must not only guide, but insist that misguided persons and provocateurs do not carry out violent acts. Absolutely no honor in killing innocent persons, regardless of what community they belong to or what party they support, because that cannot bring Willie back. Willie was a man of honor, of pride, of courage, and senseless, cowardly, and dishonorable acts cannot be a fitting tribute to his memory. I am here today because I regard Willie's contribution to his community and the party I belong to as positive and significant, and the friendship that he shared with me to be sincere and brotherly. Willie Haggart, community man and comrade, maximum respect, honor and glory, Willie lives on. and I have requested that this be followed by a song by the great singer Nina Simone as a tribute. Thank you.
The next speaker is Davis. To make a short speech for you.
Other members of the family, colleague minister Carl Blythe, members of the Black Roses crew, members of the South St. Andrew constituency, ladies and gentlemen, I want your cooperation with silence because I'm going to say some things briefly, and I'm speaking not only to you here in the audience, but I'm speaking to many persons outside who would sit and judge. And I want them to hear, and there's a message for you and a message for them. Why am I here? I'm here to pay my last respect to someone I met 7.5 years ago when I offered myself for election in the constituency of South St. Andrew. Someone who has always demonstrated respect to me. Someone with whom I've never had a meeting with Willie which lasted longer than 10 minutes. Willie would come in, say what he wanted to say, and said, respect my minister, and move on.
someone who has assisted me in achieving the objectives which I have sought to move toward in South St. Andrew. And I don't speak in abstract terms. I give you two specific examples. Last September, the son of Councillor Bonita Brown was killed in a drive-by shooting at the Black Roses Corner. As soon as I heard the message, I called Willie and I said, Willie, stay on the corner, I'm coming to see you. I went to the corner, reasoned with Willie. I said, Willie, I know how you feel. What I want you to do is for us to continue the struggle to the end senseless violence. I want you to go home. I want you to keep calm. Willie heard me and Willie behaved in the manner I asked for. Second example, one of the things I've tried to do is to bring beauty to South St. Andrew. Those of you who have gone through know what we have done with Unity Park. And Willie came to me and said, Minister, there's another roundabout which we must turn into a park. And those of you who know the old barren roundabout opposite to the tank, Willie was working with me to complete that. The park will be completed, and it is out of respect for Willie that we will have to do something. When we open Minister Blythe, we must remember Willie's contribution. So whomever outside wishes to condemn, let them so too. But let me here tell you that I'm not here hiding. I'm here to pay respect to somebody who worked with me to achieve the reduction of violence. As I speak now to Willie's friends. Paul Earth has said many of the things I want to say, but let me endorse them. I agree with you. But to everyone, there are many out there waiting to condemn. And I'm charging those of us here. This is a funeral and we are paying last respect in this ceremony. We are going to show them that we too can demonstrate respect for the bereaved, for those who have moved on. All of you are going to work with us. We are going to show them the behavior as we leave the National Arena and move to Black Roses Corner and then to Calvary. We're going to show them when we do the final rites in Calvary Cemetery. And we're going to show them how to behave afterwards. There's no one who will benefit from any bad behavior. It will just serve to give those who have their own agenda ammunition to condemn us. And I say us, because I will be the first to be condemned. So we are going to work together. Paul made a point, and I speak to the young men. I speak to all those who consider themselves Willie's friends and supporters. Children who are our future will not benefit. There's no point in children not being able to go to school. There's no point in another grieving family. There's no point in another grieving baby mother. There's no point in any more grieving children. So we are going to surprise them and we're going to show them. We're going to demonstrate, not because we are poor, not because we are from South St. Andrew, not because we are from the inner city areas. We're going to
stars, leave this world of ours, escaping the sorrows of pain. Fly, precious one, on your endless journey as you've gone. Take your gentleness, happiness, far too beautiful for this world. Cross our shore, there's a peace forevermore. Do not fear, don't waste a breath, don't shed a tear. Those who murdered you, their souls will never be set free. Above the
I want to welcome everyone still, to turn out See the big man, like your last time, church, respect. Well, I wrote this song for my friend, as all you know, as you all know that Will is my brother, straight. I don't name more Davis my name, but might as well my name, so natural thing. So Davis, respect all the ministers in the house. All the young football team, the word was said, George Pam, Patrick Roberts, Father Botte, everything good, bless. Can you play something for me, Mr. Nice? Ooh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Yeah. Then I said, have you ever lost a friend that know the right and never done you wrong? Have you ever lost a friend that when you're weak, you always make it strong? Oh, God. Ooh, Lord, Lord. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then we go. Have you ever lost a friend that know the right and never done wrong? Have you ever lost a friend that when you're weak, he always make you strong? Have you ever lost a friend that who's a gangster but could sing a song? Have you ever lost a friend that everything you say he goes along now? Have you ever cried like a baby without shedding a tear? Have you ever seen your best friend die without showing fear? To feel lost of a good friend I've been there. But I know things will be different if I was there. When you are up in heaven, looking down here, condolences to the family. It's a remorseful song. Another song of free mind. It's all I ever had. Yeah. A remorseful song. Now may I ask all the junglers them this. Have you ever lost a friend who is a baller but never make the team? Have you ever lost a friend that have him hopes and never saw his dream? Have you ever lost a friend that everything you've been through with him together? Have you ever lost a friend who is more than a friend, is like a brother now? Condolences to the family. It's a remorseful song. Another song of free mind. It's all I ever had. Yeah. I'm in most full song. And I sing this part with pleasure. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Let me sing it out now. Well, I don't pay for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop all the time. I know long shall they kill our prophets. Ooh, some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Look at me. Where was it and where was it? 'Cause if I was there, my friend wouldn't get it. Condolences to the family. It's a remorseful song, yeah. Another song of free mind. Oh Lord, Lord, a remorseful song. Another song of free mind. Take it out. Stop. 'Cause we all know inside. But there's a feeling inside, so deep I can't hide. And I've cried all my tears inside. Really, we're missing you, I know, 'cause you. I love Willie Haggart. I'm my brother that, and I'm my bitch that, and I have nothing more to say. Look at me, my condolences. To all the Moore family, my condolences. Blessed heart, respect and love. To all our Willie friends and fans and well wishers, respect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for that great tributing song to the great Willie Haggart. Thank you, thank you. You may always see some please. We're now going to ask the eulogy to be read by a beautiful lady by the name of Jenny Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome her. Let her feel at home. She needs.
Listen. born on March 18, 1961, the third child of Mr. and Mrs. Joyce Moon. He attended Trenchtown Primary for a very short period. Willie Haggart, born in poverty, was determined that his wife and children would not share the same experience. Then from Arnett Garden, he hung out with Anthony Tingle, known as Starkey, and other crew members much older than him. That was his university. Willie learned good, bad, and indifference. Experience teaches wisdom. Willie migrated in the late 80s, but later returned home to settle and make the best of his hometown. At this period, violence, the era was in turmoil, violence was on the rise, and fear was the order of the day. The Guardian Angel was formed, a peace march was planned. Everyone turned out to express their disgust at what was happening in their community.